Look, I took out the intercooler. I put that boot back on properly outside of the car, and then filters everything. I took that out.
We should make part. They call it a part company called Tony Port.
That's racist, bro.
No, it's not.
To my name.
No, bro. That's not really. This is discrimination.
Anyways, I got the front thingy off. Weight reduction. That was like 200 pounds. But we're just hooking up his car to mine, and then I'll show you the steps. This is my first time flashing too, so we'll see. We'll see. We're just gonna hook it up straight to the battery because I tried hooking up a tender on my last car in the front. These front jumping spots for jump starting other cars, but it doesn't work. So we're going straight to the battery. All right, I guess we go in the car. So you gotta have the seatbelt on so that the DME doesn't shut off. And close the door. Close that door. And then turn off all electronics. That's connected. Turn it to the run position. Where crap, come on. Okay, lights are on. Turning lights off. The gauges are good. Turn everything off. Stereo's off. When you're typing in the license, you can't have Wi-Fi. You have to have internet connected to your phone to flash it, so that it's connecting. And now we're actually doing the flash. This should work, right? Yeah. Okay, now it's connecting. It should take, set 18 to 28 minutes or something like that. 55%. 100%. All right, cool. What am I supposed to do? Restart DME, success, turn off ignition, and wait 30 seconds. Here, hold this. So now, right time 19 minutes. It took 19 minutes, so turn off ignition. And then wait 30 seconds. I'm just gonna wait like an hour. You might have seen on that footage that you just saw, I went on a test drive and I tried to floor it, and it started misfiring like a lot. I don't know if you noticed, but it was bad. So let's see. I came back and I replaced the spark plugs. I had a 2-step Kohler spark plugs ready to go. I was gonna install them later on, but yeah, I put them in, and then I went for another run. Did some test pulls and everything kind of seemed better. Like it was still misfiring a little bit. And then I noticed that actually fixed my shaking problem at idle. So it was my spark plugs. And 2 of the spark plugs that I took out had the spark was probably coming back up because it was black around the rim of the socket part of it. But the ceramic part, it was like black coming up from the spark. So basically, I'm pretty sure the spark was jumping back up or something like that. Where it was misfiring, it was misfiring a lot, and then I replaced the spark plugs and it stopped misfiring as much. It was still misfiring for like 1 or 2 pulls, but then it wasn't like consistently misfiring. So that leads me to think spark plugs were bad, which it was. I visually checked it. It was pretty bad. They were bad. They were still the original 3-prong spark plugs. So that was probably why I did change them to the NGKs. I'm probably gonna replace the ignition coils because they haven't been replaced either, at least from me. And if the spark plugs are out, I'm guessing the ignition coils are out too, and the tuning it to stage 1 exposed a lot of that. So I went back, did all that. It was still misfiring a little bit, so I flashed it back to the stock, and ever since then I've been just playing around with so flashed it back to stock, not stock, but like map 0. So MHD is still working in the background, but like just for monitoring and everything. So you can see I was just monitoring my boost and coolant. So basically what you want to do is, as soon as you get your license, you want to go here, and then you want to put it in, activate new license, then you want to put in your license key that you get on your email. And you want to do that while you're still connected to the internet. You don't want to do that connected to the OBD, the Wi-Fi dongle, and not have any internet, because it's not, I guess it needs internet to actually read it. So there's that. I did that, and then after that you want to turn everything off. It's recommended to put airplane mode on. It's too bright, but it's recommended to put airplane mode on and then turn Wi-Fi on, connected to the MHD. Then you go here, 9.0. You can go all the way back to version 5 if you like, but I just went with the latest one. And then here's your transmission control stuff. So I don't know if it tunes the transmission as well, but I just have a DCT, so put it on DCT. Here's all the maps. Here's the one I'm going for eventually, but this is the one I put it at, the stage 1, and I put it on 93 octane, but I guess that didn't work. So, well, it did work, kind of, but I eventually just went back to stage 0, which is stock power with MHD still running. So it's like map 0 on no, it's like map 4 on the JB4, which is like, it's still running, but everything's stock. But I played around with this. I still don't get much of it, like this apply linear throttle mapping thing. I don't know what that is. CAT's OEM CAT downpipe and everything. That's what it is. I don't have CATs anymore, so that's gone. And then burbles, of course, max hard. I put it at 22 RPM. I had this thing at 5,000 RPM, and I was like, why isn't it burbling? But I never got the RPMs up to 5,000. So I put it back down. It started working. I think it worked best around 3,000 RPM, but to 22,000 RPM, it starts like not working, not being as loud. But 3,000 and up it's very loud. Like you can hear it probably like a few blocks away. It's very, very loud. Enable and standstill, I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's just letting all these, it's letting it burble while you're at a stop. So you can just rev it and it'll still burble. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm assuming that's what it is. And then cold start noise reduction, that's just so if you don't have CATs, you can turn this on, and then the cold starts will be quieter. My car isn't that loud in a cold start to me, so I don't really care, and I don't care about my neighbors too. So yeah, this stuff I didn't mess around with just because I just wanted to feel all the power. I didn't want any boost limiting, especially since I wasn't running high boost. Like I was still running 8 pounds of boost basically. So yeah, this is all transmission stuff. I don't know what deactivate kickdown switch does. I'm pretty sure it's for that button. The button thing that's under the pedal. If you press it down too much, if you press it down all the way, there's a little button at the back all the way at the end, and that's what activates launch control, or if you press it down all the way in the DCT, it'll downshift automatically and everything, which I hate on this thing. I do not want this thing to downshift. I want it to rev out all the way to 7,000 RPM. Anyways, I'm assuming that's what that does. I haven't tested it out yet, but yeah, this is the T-Map sensor. I haven't installed the N20 T-Map yet. I have it. I'm waiting to install other stuff first, and besides that, it's not like I'm running over 18 pounds of boost yet anyways. So yeah, ignition coils, it's still OEM. Right now you can do, I'm eventually going to go with Precision Raceworks, but OEM is what I'm going with for now, because money. If you go with Precision Raceworks, I think it's going to be more reliable. It's not gonna die every 10,000 miles, but yeah, I don't know what ADV02 kit is, but I'm gonna look that up. I don't know what that is, but this coolant target, I like this. So I had it in track mode the first time, and the engine, that needle for the oil coolant thing, while I was driving the entire time, it was like less than that. It was in the middle. That's like 160 to 250 is the middle. And it wasn't even there. It was like in the middle of that. It was basically right here. So that was pretty good. I like that, but I think I don't know, but it might be overworking my water pump, and I know I haven't replaced the water pump yet, so I'm just keeping it in sport for now, especially since I'm not going to be, doing pulls back to back on this. Port injection, that's all. That wastegate rattle fix, you turn this on, and apparently there's less rattle, but this gives you more turbo lag and less lag, and it gives you more rattle, and it maxes out at 80%. So it's fixing the rattles 20%, but it's not really fixing it. It's basically just, it's hiding the issue, I like to think. So I had that off because my wastegate isn't rattling somehow with all these miles. I don't know. I really hope the previous owner replaced the turbos. I really hope so I don't have to replace them. But the last part, desensitize the knock tables. This is, it's basically turning down the knock sensors. I looked it up. I didn't know what that was at first, and I looked it up, and so I guess I don't know what it does, but it's turning down the knock sensors. It's not turning them off, but it's turning it down just enough to where it won't sense false knock, but it'll sense like actual knock maybe, so your engine doesn't blow up. But I don't know. Just to be safe, I have that turned off. I'm not gonna mess with that. But yeah, that's as far as I know from now. Today was like the first ever time I've actually flashed a car. My previous car had a JB4, and that was pretty easy. It was just plug and play. Yeah, I'm gonna replace those coils and then go with either stage 1 or stage 1 plus after I get the intercooler in. And then eventually, as soon as I get the motive flex fuel kit, I'm just gonna go with this, and it should be good. Actually, I don't even need so once I have the front mount intercooler, I can just go with this, a 93 octane. I just need the motive kit for all the E85 stuff, which don't have to do yet. So yeah, actually, I'm probably gonna go with that. Yeah, okay, cool. And then yeah, that's all that. And this is the super license, so I guess I can go back here, do back end flashes and a custom flash if I want to hire a tuner to do all that. But I won't be doing that until the single turbo eventually, when I do get to that point. Here we go. So you go here and then you can buy each individual map that you want. If you want to save money, you don't have to spend it on the $300 super license, but you can actually just get the flasher license, which is $100, and then you can get each one of these. So if you're getting like stage 1, or actually I think that with the OTS map packs is just $150, I guess, 160 around there, because this is in euros for some reason, I don't know why. But it gives you the map pack, the monitoring pack, the M boost, and flex fuel. Since I was eventually going to go with a single turbo anyways, I decided just to get the super license just so I don't have to bother with any of that in the future. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe if you guys like my content, and I'll have more BMW Z4 videos. Of course, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and you guys have a nice day or nighttime, whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.